Have you noticed this pattern? Whenever you try to build discipline, waking up early, working out, eating healthy, studying every day, for the first 3 to 4 days, you're perfect. You do everything right. You feel focused, almost unstoppable. And then one day it collapses. You snooze the alarm. You skip the workout. The plan starts slipping. By night, you're back to junk food and endless scrolling. And you think, I lack willpower. I'm mentally weak. But that's not it. Your discipline didn't fail because of weakness. It failed because you set it up in a way that guarantees failure. Keep paying attention to this. Here is what you did wrong. You tried to change too much, too fast. Gym, diet, sleep, study, routine, all at once. That is not discipline. That is pressure disguised as self-improvement. You thought you could do it, but that confidence came from motivation, not discipline. At that moment, your dopamine was high because your brain was excited about a future version of you. But repetition kills excitement. Once the novelty fades, dopamine drops, and so does your motivation. And because your system depended on motivation, everything fell apart at once. Extremely disciplined people don't rely on motivation. They build boring systems. Same time, same action, same minimum effort. They don't feel strong. They don't feel inspired. They feel neutral. And that neutrality is what makes them dangerously disciplined. So the real question is this: how do you become the kind of person whose discipline feels unnatural to others? The answer is simpler than most people expect. And no, it doesn't depend on motivation or willpower. If you want discipline that actually lasts, note down these 8 rules based on behavioral psychology. Rule number 1, don't try to fix everything at once. When you try to change gym, diet, sleep, and study together, your brain feels overloaded. And overload equals burnout. Pick one habit only, and when it becomes automatic, then pick the next. For example, start by waking up at the same time every day. Do only that for a few days, and when it feels automatic, then add the next habit, like a 30-minute workout. That's how discipline is built in real life. Rule number 2, don't start with big goals. Big goals feel exciting at the start, but excitement fades quickly. When the goal is too big, your brain feels resistance, and resistance leads to skipping. Start small, small enough that failure is unlikely. Example, not 1 hour workout, just 15 minutes. 15 minutes feels easy. Easy makes it repeatable, and actions that repeat daily are far stronger than big actions done once. Rule number 3, fix the time. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Time stays the same. Choose one fixed time and do the habit at that time every day, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. For example, if you decide to wake up at 6, wake up at 6, even on low energy days. If you decide to work out at 7, work out at 7 every day. If you decide to study at 10, study at 10 every day. Doing the same action at the same time every day is what makes a habit feel natural. Rule number 4, don't decide every day. Decision-making drains your brain. The moment you ask, should I do it today? You are already losing discipline. Decide once. For example, if you decide to walk for 15 minutes every day, then do it every day, without thinking about it. No emotion, no debate. That's how discipline stays strong. Rule number 5, make it boring on purpose. When a habit feels normal and boring, that's when discipline is actually forming. For example, going to the gym feels exciting in the first few days. After some time, it feels repetitive and boring. And that's when the real progress starts. If a habit feels exciting, it usually won't last. Repetition makes the habit boring, and boredom makes it stable. Rule number 6, increase the intensity when the consistency already exists. Increase the intensity only when the habit already feels natural. For example, if reading 5 pages every day feels easy, increase it to 7 or 8. If doing 10 push-ups daily feels normal, increase it to 15. If waking up at the same time every day feels effortless, move it 10 minutes earlier. But if you still struggle to start, adding more will only break the habit. Discipline grows slowly. Trying to rush it breaks it. Rule number 7, keep distractions away while doing the task. Discipline breaks when distractions are nearby. Your brain always chooses the easier reward. If you're studying, keep your phone in another room. If you're working out, don't scroll or check notifications between sets. Never rely on willpower. Remove distractions before you start. And this is the last and most important rule. Rule number 8, missing one day is not a failure. Everyone misses days. The mistake is saying, I ruined everything. No, you didn't. Just continue the next day as if nothing happened. That's how disciplined people think. Discipline isn't built in one day. It's built through small actions repeated without emotion. Follow these rules for a few days. Not perfectly, just consistently. Then come back and comment on what changed. And if you're serious about building discipline that actually lasts, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.